Hi guys, Sensei Matt here again from Westbound Karate Academy. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be going over some different stances that you encounter in your katas in regular training. So let's jump right into it. First one is called Musubi Dachi. So if you've ever heard me say Kyotsuke, that basically means stand at attention. And when you stand at attention, for us, we put heels together, toes apart in a 45-degree angle, kind of looks like a V. This is Musubi Dachi. So you're making sure back straight, shoulders back and down, hands gently pushing into your sides, and the feet are like this. So Musubi Dachi. Next stance, Uchi Ashidachi. Great name. You're gonna turn your toes inward, heels outward. You're gonna sink your knees down a little bit, but make sure that your weight is equal on the balls of your feet and your heel here. And you're gonna squeeze the ground with your feet and then externally rotate your knees and push your hips forward at the same time to create tension in your lower body, which helps you anchor yourself to the floor. So squeezing your stomach in, hips are underneath you, squeezing the lower body basically as tight as you can. Uchi Ashidachi. And for us, we use this stance when we do Tewaza, like we did earlier, and just when we're practicing our basic techniques, always Uchi Ashidachi. Okay? So moving on to the next one. So opening your feet now outside is Shikodachi. So I want my feet from here across to be on the same line. But my toes, they can come forward on a diagonal, almost like 45-degree angle, so that my feet are aligned but my feet are forwards. Then I want to externally rotate my knees and squeeze super, super hard so that my knees now are directly over my foot. If my foot is this wide, my knee is here. So this one's not correct. If my feet are too close and I'm bending, this just hurts me just looking at it. My knee is over here. So it's important to have the right amount of space between your feet and then not allowing your knees to buckle inward. Here. So from here, this position, you're nice and strong. Last, we're going to talk about our hips. So keeping good posture, you're just going to sink down so that your hips are about the same as your knees here. Okay, so common problems, knees buckling inward. Common problem number 2, people just get tired or a little bit lazy. I don't blame them, it's a hard stance, but your stance becomes too high. Knees squeezed, back straight, core tight. This position is Shikodachi. Okay, practice hard. And if you want to challenge yourself, you can hold this position for 1 minute and no cheating either. No coming up and down, taking a break. See if you can go 1 minute, perfect stance here the whole time. Okay, practice hard. Okay. Next stance is going to be Shizentai, a very chill and relaxed stance. Basically, you're just going to put your feet the same as you were for Uchi Ashidachi, but instead of internally rotating your feet here, you're going to let them come out naturally, almost not quite straight and parallel like this, just a little bit flared out like this here. This literally is called natural stance, and it's the one that you use after you bow, you step out, and announce the name of your kata. It's always Shizentai. So yeah, this is my favorite stance. Okay, Zenkutsudachi. So this one is very popular in many styles of karate, and we use it a lot as well. Zenkutsudachi basically means front stance. So from here, I'll do it facing this way, and then I'll turn sideways. It will help. You're going to keep your feet just about the same as your hips, and you're going to bend your knees and slide either leg straight forward like this. Now, front foot or front knee is always going to be bent, back leg always straight. And for me, I think about like if there was a rope on my knee, it's being pulled so that it's directly over my foot here like this, not dipping inside this way, making sure that from my hip, my knee, my foot is nice and straight here. My back foot, I'm thinking about making sure my hips are underneath my body and I'm pushing my heel into the floor as hard as I can. So my stance looks like this here. And if I turn this way, it will help. So here, step forward with the lead leg, front knee bent, back leg straight. Pull this knee up through while keeping the heel pinned. It creates tension all along the back of the leg. Knee is forward, hips are square like this here. Okay, so this is in Futsudachi. key things to focus on. Front knee, back leg straight, hips twisted forward, and very important, push your heel into the ground. This is one I always have to remind myself as well. Okay, so practice Zenkusu Dachi hard. Okay, so we are done with our basic stances. We'll have another video showing how to transition from one stance to the other stance, and we'll show more advanced stances later on. But for now, these are kind of the basic stances that I want our students to be very comfortable with. So spend the time practicing these foundational stances, and they will help you for all your future katas as they progress to more difficulty. Last time we looked at the different types of stances we use in our style, and today we're going to be showing how to step or transition from one stance to another. First, we're going to start with Zenkusu Dachi, and then we're going to go to Shiko Dachi. Okay, so first I'm going to face this way. So I'm in my Zenkusu Dachi with my left leg forward, and for now I'm just going to put my hands on my hips like this, so I can kind of see if my hips are square or not, and I don't have to worry about them. Okay. So key point for this one is that you want to always stay the same height when you're stepping. You don't want to come up, down, down. You want to keep your center of gravity the same the whole time, and you want to step smooth. So number one, stay same height. Two, you want to step in a circular motion. So I'll exaggerate it right now, but basically I'm going to slide my back foot to my front foot and keep my knees together, and then I'm going to push out and I straighten my back leg at the end. Again, I come together, I push out, straighten the back knee at the end. When you do it a little bit more smooth, don't want to break my wall, you step more like a smooth circle. Here. Here, one more time. Hopefully you can see my feet. If not, you saw the first two repetitions. Okay, so this is stepping for Zenkusu Dachi. And again, one more thing to think about, number three, keep your heels on the floor the whole time. Slide. It's hard, it takes a lot of time to practice it. And when you get it, it feels really smooth and solid when you're stepping. Okay, so now to combine techniques while stepping in Zenkusu Dachi. So we're gonna just do basic punch going forward. So key thing for this is to synchronize it correctly. Common mistakes is that sometimes students punch too early and then they're not solid, so their punch is not super strong. You want to make sure that your core, your stance is super solid, and that way you can put in power to your punch. So I'm going to step slow first, step, and right as my leg is hitting the floor, I'm going to pull and push. Step, punch. Step, punch. Okay, one more time. So I step smooth, a little bit smoother now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, full speed. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Like this. Okay, so timing, very, very important for this one. And if you're going backwards as well, you can be with, I'll do a block. So I step back, circle as well. After the back leg reaches its finish point, you do block. Circle, block. Circle, and block. Okay? Spend some time practicing these motions, and you can really do any technique with them. Even if I wanted to do a block going forward, or a punch, it's no problem. Key thing is that you're doing the synchronization correctly and you're not moving your arms too early. No punching like this. Keep one arm up and pull at the end to finish the technique. Okay? Great job. Okay, moving on. Shiko Dachi. Now, this one's a little bit tough. Hopefully we can make it work here. I'm going to do it facing sideways here like this towards you, and then I'll do this way. Making sure your posture is good. My body is facing completely sideways, but my head has to face forward like this. Same idea, I want to stay the same height throughout the whole time and also stay on my line here. So here, I step, same height, slide so my knees are together, push out, and then turn the back stance. Together, push out, turn. If I'm going backward, opposite. Pull together, push back, open the back leg. Pull together, push back, open the back leg. If I do a punch with this, I'm gonna step, push out, and punch. Step, push out, punch. Backwards doing lower block, step, and set. Back, block. Step, back, block. Ooh, legs are tight. Okay, I'll step more smooth this time for everyone. Ready? All right, 1, 2, backwards, 1, 2, and yame. Okay? Practice stepping in the kutsudachi and shikodachi, and we can move on to more difficult katas. Okay? Great job today, and I'll see you guys soon, hopefully. Bye-bye.